Welcome to the third episode of GGAdSemble. I am your host, Geno Giovanni, and today we'll be going into part 3 of OpenDisplay.com. Now, before we went over the website, we went over the actual menu when you get into your dashboard. Now we're actually going to build out a campaign. I'll show you how easy it is. Okay, so check this out. Back at the dashboard page, as I showed you before, we went over the menu and then what your dashboard looked like when you first get in, and then you can watch the tutorial with a video or just go through Billboard. But today I'll be taking over everyone's job and we'll be building the campaign now. So when you start to build out your campaign, or if you just want to check pricing, push this green button that says in white, Build Campaign Now. So when you build it, you're going to come across a new page where it's going to have menus and a map of the United States. Okay, so this all represents where the billboards are going to be at. So if you ever wanted to build out a billboard campaign or multiple billboard campaigns, I'm going to show you how easy this is. Check this out. You're going to have this long thing of menus right in here, okay? And the first one is called a campaign name. Now, we're going to name the campaign. We're just going to call it Test, all right? So we're going to name it Test, and then we're going to scroll down to the next menu, which is called the Campaign Strategy. Okay, now in the Campaign Strategy, you have two options to choose from. You can either show all available, or you can filter by a radius. Now, a lot of people liked our newest feature called Filter by Radius. Why? Because you can actually put in a 5 to 25 mile radius on where you want to advertise. So let's say you're in the San Francisco Bay Area, and more importantly, let's just say you're in let's say you're in Pittsburgh, California, because that's been a hot one lately. So you can actually type in Pittsburgh, California. Okay, and there it comes right here on this drop down menu. And then as you see in the map right in here, there's some billboards that pop up. They're orange, okay? Now, you can either hand select them or you can implement a budget of your choice. So most people like to just hand select because they like to just see where each billboard is and how much it costs. But if you have a particular budget in mind, then the name of the game is to turn those green. And I'll explain how that works later on. But let's just kind of filter by radius first and pick and choose. That way I don't get you all confused and so forth. So we have here 5 mile radius, all right, Pittsburgh, California. We're going to enter in a date, and we can enter in as little as 1 week to as long as you want. But if we'll just keep it simple and just go 1 week. So the campaigns always begin on a Monday, and we're going to go for 1 week. So we select 1 week, and the end date's already in there. So you don't have to worry about putting in an end date. So that would be the 25th, which would be on a Sunday, okay? And the hand select locations is right in there. And then everything is already built to play, so you don't have to actually do much more. And then from there, you can zoom in on the map and figure out which billboards you want. In this case, we have right in here, we have one at Summersville, and it gives me the price along with the add button, and it shows a picture of what it looks like. Or I can go over here to Leland Road and the east face or a west face. Now, the west face is available, and it gives me the price along with the add button. But the east face looks like it's sold out. So in that case, I can't exactly choose that board. And I'm gonna zoom in right there. But let's just say I was there trying to get the Leland West face, which has actually been a very popular one lately. So I would just click the add button, and you see now how the orange arrow actually turned green. That actually happens also with the budget strategy, as I'll show you later on. Anyway, it gives me a total charge at the end. Okay, right in here. And then it gives me the estimated impressions that billboard is going to get. So over 88,000 in that 1 week, okay? Pretty neat stuff, right? And then after that, you just scroll down to the Add Creative button, and it gives you the dimensions on what the creative should be. We suggest no white background, large bold sans serif, and a JPEG, and then you can click here to see examples of some successful billboards. So you can see right here at TechCrunch Disrupt, and then Velocity, and these are all went through AdSemble, by the way. Open House at King's Academy, and then Summit Bicycles. And these are all very effective ads that have been used all around the Bay Area. Okay, now we're all not just exclusive to the Bay Area, we're everywhere in the United States, but our first few clients actually came from the Bay Area. So if you want to add the creative, you're actually going to push this button right in here, and then it's going to display in this add preview button after you uploaded it. And you actually have the choice when you can either upload, you can choose from your library like we went over earlier in the first video, or you can actually have or actually I think the second video, or you can actually have a ad design tool, and you can actually fix the way you want the ad to be. Now I'll go over that stuff later in another video, but just again, I want to keep it simple. Save and confirm. You see the ad right in here when it pops up, and then you go to the next page, and then that's going to be the payment. Thank you for tuning in to GGAdSemble at episode 3. Coming up next episode, I'm going to get into the maximize your budget strategy. So if you have like a particular budget in mind, you want to utilize the whole thing, then that will be the topic of the actual open display this coming time. And then what I'll also do is get into a little more detail on like the ad creative, payment process, and so forth. So I really want to break it down so that you understand open display. It might take a few videos, but you'll definitely get it. Tune in right here, only on GGAdSemble on YouTube and IGTV.